guys, happy Saturday. I just wanted to pop in really quick and give a quick word of encouragement for anyone who is in a valley of life. So if you feel like you're in the pits, if you want to say, if you're in depression, if you're just going through some really rough stuff, whatever that valley looks like for you, this is encouragement. And I want to give you two quick things that you should find in this season to help you get out. They're not the only answers, but they're things that can help you to make your way out of the valley, okay? So if you don't know me, I'm Laura Dudek. I am a Bible study author, I am a Christian speaker, and those are like the primary hats that I wear during the week. So I'm gonna hop right in because I want this to be really quick, but okay, I'm trying not to get emotional too. But this morning when I was praying for, just praying in general, doing that thing, the Lord brought to my mind the season that I went through of deep depression. And I've talked about that on my Facebook page and on my blogs and stuff before. It's a very real place to be. And first I want to give credit or validate that if you go through hard seasons and if you go through depression, it's a very real thing to walk through. And a lot of people think that you can just like fluff it off, and a lot of times you can't. Like, it's very, very difficult. And so I went through this season last year, and it was really, really difficult. I mean, some of my friends watched me go through it, and it was a really trying season. And I remember being in that season and feeling like this is the end. Do you know what I mean? And not like, it's not a suicidal thought, but it's like, it's just like, will I ever hope again? Will I ever be like joyful again? Will I ever have purpose? When you start having these thoughts of like, is this it? Of like, is this all that I have in my life? And we start getting so desperate and discouraged in that place that we really don't know what to do. And so that was over a year ago at this point, and the Lord has taken me not only out of that pit, but to a place of true authority and triumph and victory over depression. And I'm not saying that we'll never experience, hard times again or discouraging seasons again, but I feel like I really conquered that season. And so this is a word of encouragement if you're going through that today, okay? I feel like people who are in a depression or people who are going through really hard times, you will rise up out of this season and you will be better than ever. And I think about my own life, and I think about where I am today, out of the pit, in a place of victory, in a place of triumph, and compared to the place that I was right before I went into that depression. And I can tell you, I am walking in so much more confidence, so much more God confidence, so much more authority, because I've seen some stuff and I've gone through stuff. And so I know the power of God to take me through dark things, to bring me victory, and to help other people in that same place. And so I want to encourage you today. I just really feel like this is something powerful for anyone who's going through a really rough time, is that the Lord is taking you through this season, and out of that you will rise so high. You are going to be better than ever. You're going to be more victorious than ever. You're going to have more confidence than ever. He's going to redeem and give you a double portion for everything that you've walked through, every trial that you have faced. He is giving you something specific in this season, and he's going to take you forward, and he's going to give you new blessing that you never knew was even possible. He's going to unlock doors for you. He's going to walk forward before you, and he's going to take you up to that mountaintop, and he's going to show you something, an encounter with him that, like I said, you didn't even know was possible before. And so I want to tell you that you may think that this is like the end of your story, but I feel like the Lord was saying today that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of a redeemed story. This is the beginning of your message. This is the beginning of that thing that's going to catapult you into parts and pieces of your destiny. And I just feel like that is so, it's something so powerful to grab onto, because so often in those places of pain and those pits of despair, we lose sight of everything that is true. We lose sight of the lasting, we lose sight of the long term. And so I want to tell you, if I could just speak life, like whatever you are going through right now, if you are on your bed and you are weeping, or if you are walking through a mall and you're just like have this on, as like background noise, I want to tell you right now that I'm seeing the long term for you, and God has beautiful things in store, absolutely incredible things. So keep pressing forward, keep going, even though I know it feels like it hurts so bad and you don't know how to press through. Just keep going, because he's going to rise you up stronger than ever before. And it's going to be a glorious thing. The other thing I want to tell you guys is, looking at my own story, there were two things I found in that season when I literally had nothing left. And my husband can tell you, maybe I should have him on one day and he can kind of tell his side of, you know, someone who's watching someone else go through a really hard time. And he pushed me all the time. He's in a very healthy way. Like, Laura, go do something. Laura, you know, maybe you should get out of bed today. Maybe you should stop watching Netflix, you know, like maybe you should start doing something with your life, you know, and especially because he knows I'm an extrovert, you know, so those things fill me up. And so I actually had a crew of people around me who were speaking life, and they told me, Laura, you need to find something that you love to do. And so the first thing, they actually both start with A, so it's really easy, okay? So these two things you need to find in a season of depression to help you get out, okay? The first thing is you need to find an action. You need to find something to do that will get your mind moving, that will get your body and your soul moving. And I don't mean just watching Netflix, okay? I'm gonna have to call that out. It's not just watching Netflix, because it just fills your mind with more fantasy. It fills your mind with more stuff that isn't lasting, that isn't it isn't filling your soul very much, okay? So for me, I actually found spinning. It sounds really weird, but my gym was offering classes. I had never been to one before. I love working out. It's my total safe place. I love it. And so I started going, and I was addicted just like that. I loved it so much, and it helped me not only in my the physical sense, because it was getting my body going, but it gave me something to do every single day. It gave me something to look forward to. I started building relationships with people, and I had other people who were keeping me accountable. Like, if I didn't show up to a class, people were like, where's Laura? You know, like, where's our, like, you know, hardcore, like, you know, spinning freak, you know, like, so it was really, really good. And so I would encourage you guys to find something to do that will that will get your mind going, that will get your body going. It will give you a routine. It will be something out of the box, okay? The other thing that you can find, so that's the first thing, is to find an action. Find something to do that fills you up. If you have to take some tests to figure out what fills you up, if you have to go on this long walk every single day to find out what you even love to do, just do it. And laws of gravity say that an object at rest will stay at rest. So if you keep staying at rest, you're going to keep staying there. And that's not what you want. You want to build momentum to move forward. But that means kicking yourself. I mean, that first spin class, I didn't want to go. I just wanted to stay in bed. Like, I wanted to stay exactly there. But my husband pushed me and continued to push me. And I got there, and I was so glad. It just took that one step of saying, emotionally, I don't feel like going, but I have to go. Because I have to fight for what I want. And I want a life of wholeness. I want a life of purpose. And I don't want to live in depression. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, it sounds really funny, but find your anthem. And this, for me, again, it sounds silly, but music has such a profound impact on our soul. And that's why worship is so powerful. I mean, that's why breakthrough happens in worship, because it's a place that connects with you in a way that you don't have words for. That's why there's melodies, because there's some things in this world that cannot be expressed through words. But for me, my anthem was the Elevation song, or like Stephen Furtick doing his little preachy thing for I Will Fight. If you haven't heard of it, you can YouTube it. And it's like this anthem about being a Christian and every day waking up and saying you don't defeat me. You do not defeat me. And for me, I would actually listen to it at the end of spinning I had my own little routine, and I would do it, and I would listen to that song, I Will Fight, and I would just pump myself up. Today, I may not feel very powerful. Today, I may feel like I'm actually really sucking at life. Today, I don't feel like I have much purpose, but listen to that anthem just rose something up in me where I knew that I could fight for myself. I could fight for the God in me to give me the courage, to give me the strength, to give me the perseverance to make it through. Another song that I really loved was Even When It Hurts by Hillsong. And that was just a soul song that I would sing when I was in the apartment, and I would just cry. I mean, I would turn that song on, and I think her name's Tia, I think it's Tia, yeah. Taya, yeah, she would just belt it out and I would just be weeping and she would sing it and I'm like, you're literally singing my soul. And it was just so good. And those two songs were the thing that it amped me up, man. And it spoke to my soul. And it was me speaking and declaring things over my life that no one else could. And so find something. If there is a lyric, if there is a psalm or poetry, if it's spoken word, if it's a worship song, whatever it is, find that song, find that thing that speaks life over you, that you can speak to yourself on a regular basis. Because a lot of times, I'm going to be honest with you, is that when we get to these places of depression, a lot of us can't turn to the word because a lot of times there's anger there, there's frustration, there's a lot of pain, and sometimes we even feel like God is cut off and we can't hear anything. And so going to the word often becomes more discouraging because we feel like, why am I not hearing anything? Why am I not feeling anything, And so for me, it was recalling things of my mind, the scriptures I had on my heart and my mind that I already knew. But part of it was also through worship, through these declaring truths through songs that helped me to know the truth, and I could feel connected to it, where that got me to a point where I eventually could make it into the word and I felt like, okay, I'm getting filled. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. But I just wanted to encourage you guys. Those are the two things I have for you today. So find your action, something you can do hopefully every day, but at least a couple times a week, and find your anthem. Find that thing that speaks life over you, that declares truth over you, and go for it. Speak truth over yourself and cast out every curse you've spoken to yourself, spoken over yourself, spoken into your own heart and your own mind, and start speaking those life-giving things. So I just want to encourage you. And once again, I truly believe this, that the Lord is raising people up who have been in depression to be stronger than ever. People who are going through hard things right now, the Lord is catapulting you into a season where you will have strength, determination, perseverance. You will have a knowledge of the word. You will experience him in ways that you did not know were possible ever before, because you're going to see him work a powerful miracle on your behalf to set you free from this pit and from this valley. So thank you, Tia. Thanks. So yeah, if you guys want to share this, if there's someone you know that is going through a depression, if there's going through a discouraging season, these are not the answers to it, obviously, but they're encouraging words for those people. So if you want to share this with them, you can tag them if they feel comfortable with that. If it's something that they would be okay with someone tagging them, knowing that they're going through that. I would really love that. So I'd love to hear your feedback if this blessed you. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.